Hey everyone, how's it going? My name is Cameron Blue. Welcome to the channel. Today's video, we're gonna be talking about the 5 worst beliefs that you have with your money. Money is one of those things that in society we don't talk about a lot or are very open about. So I wanted to open up the discussion and talk about some beliefs that I've heard of and then also beliefs that I have actually gone through myself. My goal for this video is just for you to have a few different perspectives of what people may be having with their idea of money, and then also have you reflect on what you think about money. If you like this kind of video, do me a favor and let me know by liking the video, by making the thumbs up button blue, and then also subscribing to the channel to see more videos like this in the future. I would love to hear what your thoughts of money are, so let me know in the comments below and let's get a discussion started. So once you've done all that, we'll get started with the video and I'll get into what I think are the top 5 worst beliefs to have about money. The first one we're going to talk about is the idea that you should be saving all of your money. I'm not trying to say that saving is bad, by the way, so just hear me out on this, okay? Maybe you've heard before that you should be saving all of your money and you should even be living below your means. I totally think living below your means is a great mindset to have, especially if you are young. And it's also good to be saving up for big purchases that you know you're going to have to make in the future. Maybe you're buying a new car, maybe you're buying a new home, maybe you're buying a vacation to the Fiji Islands for the weekend. If you're gonna be making purchases like this, it's really good to make sure that you are saving up so you can actually afford that. Okay, well, saving doesn't sound like such bad advice, so what gives, Cameron? The main problem with the advice that I'm saying is when you are trying to save all of your money. I used to do this when I was going to college and I was working a part-time job, and in the beginning, I started getting a little afraid to actually spend the money. So I would do is everything that I earned, I would just put it into my savings account. But the issue with this is if you're just putting everything in your savings account and you don't have a purpose for it, it isn't doing anything for you. It's just sitting in the savings account doing nothing. Well, it's not doing nothing, it's actually just losing value due to inflation. So you really wanna make sure that all of your money that you have has a specific goal. If you aren't gonna be using your money or spending it, then at that point, your money is just gonna be wasteless paper, and that doesn't do anything for you. Money should be used to give you opportunities or even freedom to do what you want to do. So yes, it is important that you are saving up for big purchases and also creating an emergency savings fund. I think it's safe to say in 2020, we have learned this lesson. But don't be afraid to spend your money every once in a while. If you are like me and you are afraid to be spending your money, well, maybe you can do instead then is actually invest your money. If you're not gonna be using it for purchases, how about you invest that money so later when you do make purchases, you'll actually be having more money for the same amount of work that you did. Put your money to good use and let it work for you. So that's why you shouldn't be saving all of your money. You should just save for the critical things. But let's talk about the opposite end of this belief, where you can spend something because you can afford it. So as I said, back in college, I would save all of my money, but of course I broke this habit pretty early. And I started wanting to spend on purchases that I wanted for myself. It was a weird transition because I was debating about if I should be purchasing something or not. But I would hate it when I would talk to friends or family and they would just tell me,
"Oh, just spend. You can afford it."
"Have you seen my bank account? Are you my accountant? Do you know how much I make?" If no to any of these, what do you know about what I can afford or not? So this should be pretty obvious, but if your friends or family don't know your own financial situation, then don't take this advice from them saying that you can afford something or not. Am I the only one that thinks this way? Let me know in the comments below if you agree with this as well. Now, another reason why I hate this belief about spending something because you can afford it is because as humans, we have urges to when we see something that we like, we want it. Now, I'm not saying it's bad that we want things. As humans, that's a totally normal feeling. And of course, that doesn't work on big purchases. If you see a Lamborghini and you like that car, you're not gonna go buy one tomorrow. You probably can't afford it. Or if you go to an open house and you look around and you see that you love the house, you're probably not gonna impulse buy because you can afford it. Most likely you can't. But the problem with this belief is with the smaller stuff such as the next gaming console or the newest iPhone or the brick from Supreme finally goes on sale. Remember when that was a thing? When you start seeing these items, this is when you start checking to see how much you're able to spend. You look at your checking account, and if you see you have enough money, you start thinking to yourself, well, I can afford it, so I'm gonna buy it. But here's the issue. You probably don't need it. Or worse, you want it, then you buy it, then realize later that you actually didn't need it. This happens to the best of us, yes, including me, but there are ways that you are able to stop yourself from making these impulse purchases if you really do believe that you can just buy something because you can afford it. What I like to do that usually works is if I see something that I want and I want to buy it right then and there, I tell myself, you know what, I'm gonna hold off for a little bit. Some people say give it 24 to 48 hours. I like to go even a little bit more extreme and say a week or two. The reason for this is because after a week or two, this is when I definitely know that this isn't just some random impulse. And then I really start to think about if I can afford this or not. Of course, you need to check about what you really can afford, so make sure that all of your necessities are being covered first, and if you have some money on the side, then think if you would want to spend that money on whatever it is that you want. So try out this method to see if this stops you from your impulses, and let me know if it works or not for you. But what if you want something and you just can't afford it? Well, that's easy, you don't buy it. But what if it goes on sale? Oh, it's on sale, now I can afford it. I gotta buy now, right? I can't miss out on this opportunity. Welcome to bad advice number 3, spending because something is on sale. I see these sales all the time, especially throughout my email, and they always go about something like,
oh, winter coats are on sale, get them now while they last. Oh, 2 socks for the price of 1. Get them now. TVs are up to 40% off. Don't miss this once in a lifetime deal.
First off, these are usually not once in a lifetime deals. They're probably gonna be happening either next year or even before that. So don't be thinking that if you don't buy something now, you're not gonna be able to get the same opportunity in the future. And second, the main point about why buying something because it's on sale is a bad money belief to have is because of the idea that if you're buying something because it's on sale, you're probably buying it for the wrong reasons. I don't know about you, but for me, when I buy something, it's because I actually need this item or I think it's actually gonna be giving me some happiness. Now, let's not get into this materialistic idea if items really make you truly happy or not, but save it for another time. Buying something just because it's on sale doesn't really seem too logical to me. Let me give you an example. Let's say you go online and you find some skis that are usually, let's say $1,200, and they're on sale now where they only cost $500. Well, dang, that's $700 off. That's more than half off. Maybe this would be a good purchase. I don't know about you, I don't ski. But man, what a deal. Can't miss out on that, right? Maybe I'll ski in the future. Probably not in California. But the idea here is, if I were to purchase that because it's on sale, my mindset would be, I just saved $700 on skis. But no, I didn't save $700. I actually spent $500 on a dumb purchase that I would probably never get any use out of. So don't make the same mistake when it comes to sales. Sales aren't all bad though, because actually they can be very beneficial if you were already going to buy them. So for example, if you needed to buy a new pair of jeans and then you go to Gap and then all of a sudden you see that the jeans that you like are $30 off, well, great, get those jeans. You're already gonna buy them anyway. But if you're going to buy something solely because it's on sale, it's not really benefiting you. It's actually just benefiting the company, and the marketing team is doing a really good job then. Okay, so bad advice number 4. Yeah? Hey man, how's it going? Oh hey, not much. I'm actually just working on a video right now. What's going on? Oh, my bad. I wanted to see if you wanted to play online. I just got the PS5. Dang, you got the PS5? I heard those are like super hard to find right now. Yeah, dude, I'm stoked. You should get one too so we can play online together. Well, they're kind of expensive for me right now, and honestly, I don't really play that much video games. Oh, come on, man. It'll totally be worth it. Trust me, you won't regret it. Okay, I'll look for someone online selling it, and I'll let you know so we can play online. This is gonna be fun. All right, dope. Let me know when you get it, and we'll play after. Sorry, I'll let you go. Talk to you later, man. And there is bad belief of money number 4. Buying something just because your friends or family have it as well. Classic example of this, keeping up with the Joneses. This is a classic situation we've all been involved in, and yes, we have fallen for the trap as well. Probably most of us, if not all. When we start buying all these things just because our friends or family want us to, multiple issues arise. First off, we're buying something that we probably even didn't need or isn't even going to be buying us happiness. We're just trying to fit in with our friends or family. Or we're buying something just to try and impress some stranger that doesn't even care about what we have. Now, it's really easy to see this through outside perspective and just say, oh, that's stupid, you shouldn't be doing that. But if you're in that situation and you try to go against it, you get this weird feeling that if you're not buying things that your friends or family want you to buy, you're not gonna be impressing them and you might lose your friendship with them. Unfortunately, this does happen and you lose your friends because you don't keep up with their spending habits. But think about that. If you were friends with them only because you were spending like them, is that really even a true friendship that you want? That's up for you to decide, but just think about that. So while there are psychological issues with trying to keep up with the Joneses, there also is the issue that if you continue this trend to buy things to try to impress friends, family, or random strangers, you might go into financial debt. You're gonna wanna make sure that the things that you are purchasing is because there are things that you want or you need, not solely just because your friends or family are going to be impressed that you have it. If you go into financial debt because of this, it's not gonna be their fault to fix, it's gonna be your fault and you need to fix it yourself. And the last money belief that I think is horrible, but people tell me otherwise just because I'm young, is that I shouldn't be so stressed out about investing for retirement. I can just invest later. I'm so young, I don't have to worry about that. I can just start spending now, enjoy my time, and worry about that in the future. You do not want to fall for this trap, and you do want to start investing as soon as possible. Investing early is a key thing because this is where you really start to see the effect of what we call compound interest. Compound interest, as a short rundown, is the idea that as time goes on, money will grow much quicker. Take it from a math teacher here, it grows very fast the longer you let it grow. For some quick math, just to show you how fast it would grow, I actually did some calculations with an investment calculator online, and here's the scenario. If you invest for $500 a month, and you assume an 8% return on your money, and you start at 20, when you retire about 60 years old, you would have made $1.6 million. That is just nuts. This is why it's so important to invest early and let compound interest do its thing for you. Yes, if you invest now, you're not going to be able to afford some of the things that you want today, but what you really are doing is setting your future self for success. Don't think that because you are investing, you are wasting money. You don't want to be depending on outside factors to make sure that you are financially stable in your future. Now, why is this also really important that you are setting yourself up for future success? Well, as you get older, you might not want to be working as much and you want to settle down a bit. At that point, you want to make sure that you have invested enough money so when you take it out, you will be good. But what if you want to be working forever? I love my job. Well, first of all, that is awesome, and I really hope that you are able to do that. But the unfortunate truth is, sometimes we get put into scenarios and situations where we can't work anymore. Maybe we had an accident and we're physically not able to. Maybe we're just getting older and unfortunately you mentally just can't keep up with the work that you do. This is just almost like insurance, if you want to think about it like this, to make sure that if anything were to happen, you would be good. And if you're not believing me with the importance of investing, which I kind of get because I'm just some random person on YouTube and I'm also pretty young, what do I know about retirement, right? Go ask somebody who's close to retirement, preferably somebody who's a little bit older, and ask them for their thoughts about when you should start investing. Chances are they're either going to say you should start investing now, or they're going to say, I wish I started earlier, I would have made so much money based on this. The best time to invest was yesterday. The second best time is today. Okay, enough with these cheesy one-liners. I think we got the point of the money beliefs. Those are what I think are gonna be the top 5 worst money beliefs to have. Of course, there are some silver linings within all of these, as I did mention. So really just take this time to reflect on what you think about money and actually what you are doing right now with your money. And if you found this video helpful, I would really appreciate it if you haven't already to like the video, make the thumbs button blue, and then also subscribe to the channel so you can see more videos like this. And let me know in the comments what you thought and if you have any other money beliefs that you've had that you would like to throw in here as well. And also follow me on Instagram. I'll post my handle down below so you can follow me. And also it's just a great way to kind of get to know me a little bit better. So I really appreciate it if you've watched this video all the way through. It really helps me a lot and I really do thank you for that. And let me know what you want to see in the future. Until the next time.